Welcome everybody to the first teaser video for InvestorFuse. On this video I'm going to demonstrate the follow-up sequence function where you can send a whole sequence of messages over the course of time automatically to an individual lead. And those can be emails, text messages, tasks, reminders to call the person back or do any other thing. It's also eventually going to include documents and voice blasts that will automatically go out based on the schedule that you've predefined in a separate workspace, which I'll show you in a little bit. So let's say Bill Nye the Science Guy calls and he wants to sell his house on Main Street in Skenevis, New York. You have a task to call the lead, so you're going to call the lead back. And you notice that he's not really super motivated to sell. So what you're going to do is you want to just put him on a long-term follow-up sequence so that so that we stay on his radar, so that when he is ready to sell, he knows exactly who to call because we've been so diligently reaching out to him, if he doesn't get annoyed. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on long-term follow-up, unmotivated lead. And what this is it's a pre-programmed template of messages that will get sent out to him over the course of time. And to start the sequence, all we need to do is click on this link here to start. Mr. Fuse told us what to do. And it's going to tell us that the number I put in was fake, so it's not a valid number, but the sequence was started nonetheless. Now, how this works in the background is we've created a follow-up sequence template in our configuration workspace. And this is sort of what makes InvestorFuse InvestorFuse. This is the configuration workspace where a lot of the automation stuff is going to get programmed. Think of it like your GlobiFlow. These are where all your text message templates will go. These are where all your task templates will go. Email templates, all your specific job roles, and these are your follow-up sequences here. Don't worry about the rest of the stuff for the sake of this demo. So we just triggered the long-term follow-up unmotivated lead sequence, and this is just basically instructions on what your sequence will do. So Action 1, you're going to send this text message template, and in 14 days, and you can change all these numbers around as you wish. Action 2, you're going to send this particular email. You can send a text message as well if you want. You just go ahead and add the right action item. And what this is just a way to create these templates, and you're going to get all these pre-made follow-up sequences with the system, so you can just kind of be up and running right away and start getting some follow-up sequences in place, so you have a nice backlog of people that will be calling you in the future when they are ready to sell. So we've just initiated that sequence, and now we'll have the lead on the bottom of the lead. You'll see that you'll have a follow-up sequence here that is uniquely mapped to this particular lead. So a whole separate item gets created, which means that you can actually go in here and you can change the messaging around based on the conversation you had with the seller. So if you heard something that their son was sick or something, you can add a text message or an email asking them how their son is doing, and you can work that into your sequence, which is a very, very cool, powerful feature that I recommend you use once you get the system. And if he calls back or you just want to take him out of the sequence, all you need to do is click on stop, and it's going to turn that follow-up sequence off. It's going to mark it as canceled, and we can go in to the lead and it'll note that the long-term sequence has been canceled. So that is how you're going to be able to send these long-term follow-up sequences without having to do any sort of automations or GlobiFlow workflows or sign up with any particular external service. It's all going to be built in. You'll be able to configure any sort of sequence you want right from within Podio, or you can just use the pre-templated follow-up sequences that we give you with the system. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment or reach out to us at info@investorfuse.com. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you soon.